During the ceremony, men who follow the Shia faith beat themselves with something called a zanjir. It is a wooden implement which has chains and very ugly-looking blades attached to it. And they beat themselves to commemorate the death and martyrdom of a 7th century Shia Muslim leader. The father, who also took part in the ceremony, had denied cruelty during a trial at Huntington Crown Court. The court had heard that the boy had participated in the ceremony in January of 2007. Mozammeh Hussein, the defending attorney, told Judge Nicholas Coleman that the father had acted out of, quote, love and devotion. You know, that's the strangest definition of love and devotion I've ever heard in my life. Encouraging your 10-year-old son to flog himself with chains and knives. What he did, it is very clear, was out of devotion, said defending attorney Hussein. Religious devotion, and his love for his son in a very funny sort of way, and his God, he said. He loves his son, and his son loves him, he continued. The same thing was done to him. This is the way he has seen life. His father took the boy to Pakistan. He wanted his son to be a man the way he himself is a man. So, I guess the son was flogged for the love of his father. That's just sick. That's just absolutely sick. All right, Associated Press. Headline is, Islamist in Somalia cut off a thief's hand. Wait, hold on. Just wait a second here. Wait, you ready? You ready? There it is. If you read Arabic, there it is. 538. As for the thief, both male and female cut off their hands. It is the reward of their own deeds, as exemplary punishment from Allah. Allah is mighty and wise. There you go. All right. Mogadishu. Islamic militants who are on Washington's list of terror groups have cut off the hand of a man convicted of stealing fishing nets. The Islamic group Al-Shabaab is imposing a strict form of Islam that's called Sharia, folks, okay? With punishments including lashings and stonings that have drawn fear and trepidation in this Muslim country. In one case, the group stoned a 13-year-old girl to death for adultery, even though she was a victim of rape. Mohammed Sahal Idol, a judge in the port town of Kismayo, said Wednesday that a 26-year-old man had his hand cut off late Tuesday for stealing 3 sacks of fishing nets worth $300 from a businesswoman. One witness said he screamed once his hand was cut off, then nurses whisked him away. Okay. And if you understand anything about Islam at all, which I hope you do a little bit, they usually cut off the right hand because Sharia law, Islamic doctrine basically says that you eat with your right hand and you, for lack of a better phrase, do your business with this hand. And you don't confuse the two, okay? So by cutting off your right hand, that is a huge insult because then you have to use your hand that you do business with for eating. All right. Let's visit Iran. I knew we were going to get there eventually. This one's from Reuters, and the headline is, the head of Hamas is in Tehran to meet the Iranian leaders. There's a, believe it or not, folks, that picture you're seeing, that is downtown Tehran, Iran. Now, you wouldn't know it. Honestly, I hadn't looked at pictures. I did not know that this is what Tehran looked like. That could be anywhere in the Western world. It's like, God, I hate to admit it. That's a fairly beautiful metropolitan-looking city. Anyway, Khalid Mashal, head of Hamas, went there to meet Ahmadinejad and some other people. A high-level delegation from Hamas arrived in Tehran as part of a regional push to reinforce support for the Palestinian group after the Israeli invasion of Gaza. The delegation was headed by Hamas leader Khalid Mashal. They will later meet Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah al-Khamenei and President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Hamas was in close contact, by the way, with Iran, its main backer, along with Syria during the Israeli offensive against Gaza, which was halted last month after both sides declared separate ceasefires. Okay. I don't know, there's something wrong with that phrase, after both sides declared ceasefires. Anyway, okay, fine. Let's see. Wait. Oh, no, wait, hold on. We're still in Iran. This is from AFP, that's Agence France Presse. Headline is, Iran says Obama's offer to talk shows the failure of the United States. U.S. President Barack Obama's offer to talk to Iran shows that America's policy of domination has failed, the government spokesman said. This request means Western ideology has become passive, that capitalist thought and the system of domination has failed, Gholam Hussein Elham was quoted as saying. Negotiation is secondary, he went on. The main issue is that there is no way but for the United States to change their ways. Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad launched a fresh tirade against the U.S., demanding apology for its crimes against Iran and saying he expects, quote, deep and fundamental, unquote, changes from President Obama. I can't tell if he's got a headache in that picture or if he's just really, really angry at something, but oh, I love that shot. That's such a great picture of him. Okay, let's go to England. Yes, back to England again. Oh, man. That just works so well. That works. Why does that uniform fit him so very well? Okay, back to England. This is from the Daily Mail. The headline is, Silenced Christian Soldiers. Sandhurst chaplain bans the creed so the service won't offend any religious minorities. Jonathan Gough, senior chaplain at Sandhurst in England, has dropped the Church of England creed over fears that it may offend religious minorities, in other words, Muslims. Sandhurst Military Academy has dropped, the move has outraged worshipers who say centuries of religious tradition have been sacrificed for the sake of political correctness. Senior chaplain Reverend Jonathan Gough dropped the Christian declaration of faith in God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit when he took the office earlier this month. Christian cadets and civilians are furious when they found out that the traditional Anglican service abruptly ended without the creed being read. Now, I'm not a Catholic. I don't quite, get all of the ins and outs of that. I assume it's, pretty important. Are we done already? Really? Man, time flies when you're having fun. All right, I got more stuff for you next week as usual. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Listen, take care of yourselves. Don't believe anything I tell you. Always do the research for yourself, but listen with both ears. Think critically, ask a lot of questions, and read your Quran. Take care of yourselves and your family. I'll see you next week. This is Barry Summer, Islam Today. God bless everyone.